Guys, in this episode, I'm just going to teach you about the number system conversion. So, saying about the number system conversion, we need to know how we can convert a binary to a decimal and a vice versa. So, binary and we have octal, we have hexadecimal. So, we need to know how we can convert binary to octal, octal to a binary, octal to hexadecimal. So each number system should be converted to the another number system and how we have to do that operation. So the easiest way to implement this operation is two things you have to know. First thing is whatever the number system it is. Whatever the number system it is. Try to convert that into a decimal form. Once you know the logic of converting a number system to a decimal form, then also develop the knowledge of converting a number from a decimal to the other number system forms. The simple logic is how to convert to decimal, and you should know how to transform decimal to other form. If you know these two logics, you can easily convert our number system from one form to another. Simple thing is, say like if you need to convert an hexadecimal to a binary, simply convert this hexadecimal to a decimal, then from the decimal convert it to a binary. You don't want to remember separate logics, just two logics. If you remember, that's more than enough to do any kind of numeric conversion. Let's go into the session. So in this session, I have given some decimal values. Again, you know, decimal value is nothing but a number that is composed of digits between 0 to 9. So all these digits are composed of 0 to 9 values. So it is a decimal number. So decimal always has a base value of 10. We need to convert this particular decimal value into a corresponding binary value. How to do a conversion from a decimal of a base 10 to a binary of a base 2? So normally, using a standard function, if you write binary of 28, automatically the corresponding binary value will be given. But you need to understand what this binary function actually does. Only then you will try to know your own code without using this bin value. Let's see. 28. You have studied about the HCF concept. That is the one we need to implement here. HCF of 28. We have to write 28. Not the HCF of 28, we will be adopting the method of HCF. 2. Always you should divide these numbers by 2. So 2 1s are 2, 2 4s are 8. Remainder is 0. 2 7s are 14. Remainder is 1. 2 7s are 14. So remainder is 0. And then 2 3s are 6. We have remainder 1. 2 1s are 2. Again I have remainder 1. So nothing can be done because 1 is lesser than 2. So our division gets stopped. If you have a number lesser than this 2, we will be stopping it. So we will be going this in this particular hierarchy. So I get 1 1 1 0 0 base 2. So this is the equivalent, this 5 bits. In 5-bit representation, this 28 base 10 can be written as 11100. Suppose if you want to represent this in 8 bits, already 5 we have, put 3 zeros. So here we have 4 bits, here we have 4 bits. So this is the 8-bit representation. Got it? So in the same way, you will be calculating for all the other values. Let me take for 143. 2 7s are 14, 2 1s are 2, I have 1 as a remainder. 2 35 times are 70, 1 as a remainder. 2 17s are 35, 1 as a remainder. 2 8s are 16, 1 as a remainder. 2 4s are 8, no remainder. 2 2s are 4, no remainder. 2 1s are 2, no remainder. So finally we will be clubbing all this. So 1 0001111. So totally we have 8 bits. So we can put base 2. So this is the equal value for 143 base 10 with 8 bits 10001. Now this is how you convert a binary to a decimal. Now let's see how do we convert a number back to its decimal form. So let's play in this way. Say like 1000, one number, another number 111, and another number 111111. So this is the highest 8-bit number. Highest 8-bit number. This is the highest 4-bit number. Okay, and I have another one number also. And I think this can be the this is the lowest 4-digit number. So it has four values, so it's a 4-bit. It has 8 values, 8 digits. So it's 8-bit. Now let's try to track the exact decimal value for this bits. How you will be converting a decimal to binary? So whatever the naming conversion it is, when we convert a number from that particular number system to another number system, you will be making use of that particular number's base. For an example, from source to destiny. Source is nothing but which number system you are converting. Which number system you are converting to which. This source number system's base should be taken. Here I am converting from a binary to a decimal. I need to know the decimal equivalent of this binary value. So the base value of this binary is 2. Should consider that 2. How we have to make it is, we will be starting from 0 multiplied with 2 power 0 plus, I don't have space here, so I am starting from here. So 0 into 2 power 0 plus this 0 position. We have to give the position from the backward. 2 to the power 1. So this 2 power will start from 2 to the power 0. It gradually increases and the corresponding position of a number is multiplied. And here, I am sorry, I have to give here also 0. The value is 0. Again the value is 0. Its position is 3. 0, 1, sorry, its position is 2. And the next number, its position is 3. 2 to the power 3. So this, anything multiplied with 0 is 0, 0 is 0, anything multiplied with 0 is 0. So the corresponding value is 8. Base 10. So the corresponding decimal value or a number value for this 1000 bit is 8 to the base 10. Next, a 4-bit. The highest 4-bit value is 111. Let's see. So we know that same thing. 1 into 2 to the power 0, 1 into 2 to the power 1, 1 into 2 to the power 2, and 1 into 2 to the power 3. Okay, anything to the power 0 is 1. So 1 multiplied with 1 is 1, plus 2 multiplied with 1 is 2, plus 2 to the 4 multiplied with 1 is 4, and 2 to the power 3 is 8, 1 multiplied with 8 is 8. So 12, 14, 15. So the highest value for the highest 4-bit number is 15. Please 10. So 15 is the highest 4-bit number. As we say in our normal number systems, which is the highest 2-digit number. We will call 99. 99 is the highest 2-digit number, which is the lowest 3-digit number. 100 is the lowest 3-digit number, which is the highest 3-digit number. 999 is the highest 3-digit number. In similar way, the highest 4-digit number has a bit value 111, so whose corresponding decimal value is 15 base 10. Now let's track the greatest 8-bit number. So until this 444, definitely we're going to get the sum as 15. Right? Same thing. From here we're going to implement until 3 is there. So 1 into 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 6, 2 to the power 7. So we need to calculate this. 2 to the 4 to the 8 is 16. 32. 32 into 2 is 64. 64 into 2 is 128. So if I calculate all this, 10, 12, 20. 2 plus 1 3, 6, 12, 14, 240. So 255. So totally 255 is the highest 8-bit value. So this is something related with the ASCII value. If you go and search in internet, you will get to know each number has its own ASCII value, right? So to form a proper word, it requires a number of bits to be. Similarly, this 255 or this kind of bit representation actually affects the ASCII value. So the longest 8-bit value is 255. So if you add 255 bits, 255 as a value, it actually comprises of 8 bits. So we can also interpret it in this way. The values that are crossing more than 15 to 255 can take more than 4 bits. So all this has lots of digital electronics calculations. From this small information, when you start searching in internet, lots of doubts will come into your mind. How this bit value is differing, what kind of an impact this bit and byte is making. If 255 is a value for 8-bit, then for 16-bit, what will be the value? All these are interesting questions it actually takes in your mind. But for a programmer, if you get a free time, you can dig all those concepts. So this is how you convert a binary, a decimal, and you convert a decimal back to a binary. So if you are converting a number from one number form to the another, that particular source base value is considered. So this is the information about it.